I'm in love. Then you get married. We shouldn't just rush into marriage because I'm in love. You are in love of what? If I want you enter into marriage, it is no more love. Love, no, it play like 20%. All the other things are.
A successful woman in ministry doesn't necessarily scare the husband, but then the ripple effect thereof. Sometimes success gets into their head. They come home and they feel big.
Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Let everything that is within me bless his holy name. Welcome to the Ec12one TV and welcome to Let's Talk. This morning I feel so blessed and I thank God for life. It's another Tuesday morning and it's a round table for women in business, and today we are going to talk about business. I know that everybody out there is ready and prepared to listen. We have two gorgeous ladies with us this morning, and let's take a break and take a breather. We'll be back. Thank you for joining us again. It's the Let's Talk show on Ec12one TV, the best Christian entertainment TV show in the world. Yes, I can say that. Of course, my dress is given to me by Thick Petite. Reggie is just cool like that, you know, and my makeup too was done by Reggie. She's on Instagram at nanaobuswa24. So just take it, put it down, and then check it out when we are done. Come on, share it, because today's news is good for all of us. Money is good, sikayede. So we have to, know how we can face the challenges as young entrepreneurs to be able to get more money coming in. So today, I'm so blessed to be with two lovely ladies. They are the big bosses in the fashion industry, and they are really making it big. I won't introduce them. I'll let them introduce themselves, tell us the work that they are doing. So you are welcome, my lovely ladies.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
We'll start with Passy. Passy, please introduce yourself, what you do.
Okay, so I'm Patricia, popularly called Passy Boo. I'm a graphic designer by profession. I'm also a social media influencer, meaning that I wear nice things and I take pictures and I get paid for it. And I also have a thrift store on Instagram. It sounds bougie, eh? Like I sell phones, right? But on Instagram as Giafi Thrift Find. So yes, that's it about me.
Okay. So I'm Siba Dom, CEO of Chic by Siba. We make kids clothing and accessories for women. And yeah, I've been in the business for almost 10 years now. Yeah, it's been an exciting journey.
Okay, so Siba, check Siba at Chic by Siba, right?
Yes.
At Chic by Siba. Chic by Siba. And then check Possible at Jaffe Threats Finds.
Yes.
And also So how did you start? Can you share your entrepreneurial story with us?
Okay, I'll start with me. How did I start? My story is not those coined up ones where I was sleeping in a gutter and I woke up. Like, I just started. I really just started. I like wearing clothes, and for me, most of the time I wear things like once, I take pictures and that's it. I don't really like wear it anymore. And then people ask me to sell things in my closet to them. And yes, so one day I think I started with only 430 cedis. Like, that's all the money I had at that time. So I went to town, I went to Kantamanto, walked around, bought a few things. I came home, ironed them, took nice photos and put it on the internet, and then people loved it. So that was it for me. Like, I just started. It was a nod. I mean, my sisters put it, like they forced me to do it too, but yeah, it's not really a story of and then I had to go and look for investors or anything like that. I had the little I had, I started with it, and that was it.
And she's doing amazingly well.
Thank you.
I mean, her clothes are as low as 20 Ghana cedis. You can get some beautiful skirts. And you see her top. She doesn't sell the normal folds that we all know.
No.
You know.
We're
And
bougie.
So, yeah,
okay.
Bougie like that. Bougie like that. And Siba, share your story with us.
Sure. So for me, it started as a hobby. I was doing accessories first, chic accessories. That's what people knew. And I was running a different business at that time.
Real estate?
Yeah, well, I was an agent. As an agent, you go around all day showing people houses, and yeah. So I was doing that for a while, and then I started doing the accessories. That one I didn't put much money into it. It was like pocket change, and then I remember going for fairs because I wanted to promote it, and it was the one necklace I used to produce all the time. It was a copper wire necklace, and at that time we used to make one a day because it was so intricate. So one a day means that, like, it's going to be super expensive.
Yeah.
So sometimes you go to a fair and everything, and you just sell one necklace, and you're thinking, you're not even covering costs and things like that. But I really, really liked it, the necklace, and I thought, oh my God, everybody should love it. So I'd do variations of it and not sell much. Then I realized in one of the fairs that the people who are selling things, at that time, this was maybe 7-8 years ago.
Yeah, like 2010?
Yeah, probably. The people were selling, they were selling plenty things. They'll pick. Like, because it was a one necklace. So, and it was 50 cedis then.
Wow.
So I said, can I do small things to add to this thing? Because, so I know I'm jumping way ahead, but one of the biggest challenges for entrepreneurs is having the wrong products. Sometimes it's the wrong product, sometimes too, it's the almost ready product. So it was one of those almost ready products because it wasn't the right market for the right place. And so, so I started small things. And my God, that's how it started. So I'd continue churning out small things, maybe small earrings, small bracelets, small this, small that, and then it blossomed into accessories. And then after a while, I was supplying shops, wholesale, because I didn't have a shop. And I'd go to people's workplaces. I used to have a pink pickup. I park the things at the back and go to an old pink pickup.
That would be very nice.
So those who know me sometimes will see me, because it was pink and it stood out, people will see me by the roadside with my broken down pink pickup, and they're like, is that you, Siba? They'll call you. Anyway, so that's how it evolved, and I added clothing onto it much later, probably about 4 years after. And then, that's...
So where do you get your inspiration from? I mean, you didn't start with fashion, but I can see you have original designs that you put out there, and even people copy from you.
Oh yeah, they do. But it's fine. As they say, it's flattery, but it can be annoying. And so yeah, so for me, I think that the business is saturated, and so at that time it was about finding things that was not really common. So like then I decided to bead my purses because everybody was doing to my bags. Let me add a touch of bead to make me stand out. And at that point, it was working because nobody was really doing it. So that's my thing. But I'm a trained architect. I studied in the UK, but I practiced in the UK, but I never carried it forward to Ghana because I came to Ghana with a dream, and it was totally different from what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
So,
And plus, you're an influencer too. Tell us about how it started.
Well, everybody knows I like taking pictures.
Processing.
I mean, yeah. So that's if you see me on Tech Campus, like then, if you went to Kenya, you see me in some corner by a tree. I like flowers. I like greens. So like I'm always in the bush somewhere, like taking pictures, and I put them on Instagram. And then I had a friend in Kumasi at that time who sews clothes. So she said she sees I like pictures, so she's going to sew, and then I'll wear them and I put them on my thing. And so I did, and I tagged her, and I realized other people wanted me to wear their stuff and then post it too. So yeah, I mean, I like taking pictures already, and somebody wants to pay me to post the picture. Why not? So yeah, that's how I became an influencer. I didn't sit down to have it thought out or anything like that. It's like, it just like I was just sitting and it felt like a mango tree like onto my lap. So a mango onto my lap, and I caught in my basket. So that's how that's how I became who I am now.
So amazing story so far. So it doesn't, you see, the whole point, so, okay, I mean, let me save my comments for now and ask this question. So in your view, who is an entrepreneur?
For me, concerning Duafe, I would say an entrepreneur is somebody who sets up a business, identifies a need, and then, yeah, solves it. Because at the time, I like clothes, all right, but I don't like spending too much. If I know that I'm going somewhere that I need something from Chic by Siba, that's different, you understand? But then on a normal day, casual, you know, my jeans, my normal tees and stuff, I didn't want to spend so much on it. And then I realized everybody around me also felt that way. And so then I identified that need, and then, yeah, I went for it. So that is who an entrepreneur is to me.
Amazing stories. Amazing stories. But in our present time, how is business treating us?
Present time, like in Corona
Yes,
times.
in this Corona season, in this COVID-19.
Well, my business is online, has always been online. I've never had a physical shop, so maybe Siba might be able to answer that for you.
But are people buying?
I mean, I got married recently, so my thing has been on, my page has been on hold. Not that I'm gone, but yes. I'm doing other things. I manage other people's social media pages, and yes, people are buying. Everything is online now, so people are buying online. And I don't think that businesses have really been affected. It was during the earlier stages of the virus coming in, and everybody was scared and all of that, not going anywhere. But then we realized that influencers were home creating content. People wanted stuff to churn out on their social media. The digital space had to go on. I mean, life had to go on there because you didn't have to come out from anywhere over there, like your gate or anything. You can just do whatever it is you're doing in your home. So yeah, people are still buying clothes, the shoes, and then taking pictures and putting it on there.
Okay, so Siba has a shop opposite, not opposite, but on the Papa's Pizza.
yeah, it's almost adjacent to Papa's Pizza. It's a few properties away from
So
Papa's Pizza.
How has this season affected your business?
So yeah, I mean, for me, I did feel the effect. I mean, staying at home for 6 weeks and people not going anywhere. Everybody is penny pinching. People have lost their jobs. And so for me, it was a time to like adapt to times and see what works. And so initially I was a bit hesitant about doing masks because I'm like, what kind of mask? What's, you know? But then you adapt to survive. And so for me, it was finding different things that worked. for the time, and so it's masks, and so it's loose things people can wear at home. It's you know, trying to come up with products at a different price point because people's pockets are, you know, emptying out. So yeah, I mean, people, you do. I mean, for me, because it's a physical business, I did feel it. Like people would won't walk into the shop. Yeah, they'll buy online, but is for me it's not been the same. However, we're adapting and we're changing things, and yeah, it's growing.
The past 10 years, have there been any point when okay, so let's talk about the successes first. You know, what has been your most successful point? Because I've seen some articles on you. I read an article on one blog like that, and I was like, is that Siba? You know, and it's fun to know that you are making so much impact out there, you know. And so, what are your successes so far?
Yeah, that's the thing. So successes, well, sometimes you for me, I don't see it as successes. I see it as a milestone, because I'm not like even a quarter of the way my journey, and so sometimes we become complacent by saying, oh, successes. But milestones, this was 4 years ago. I think the peak of my business was 4 years ago, when everything was great, and yeah. And for me, funny enough, I just started advertising like 2 years ago.
Really?
My whole business, it has been word of mouth and wholesale.
Wow.
Word of mouth and wholesale. So I'm kind of behind. You see, that's what I'm saying about being complacent, because then like I'm now starting in the marketing and advertising space, which I never did. I never ever did. And so yeah. So for me, 4 years ago was my peak time. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll come to Passy. Passy, which one is your highest point in business?
Well, like Siva said, I don't really have a high
Is it
points
that
like that.
I'm
I'm not downplaying anything. Okay, so wait.
You have a lot of followers on Instagram.
Yeah, you're talking about my personal page.
No, your influencer page.
And all that. I'm saying that it's okay. So for my geography, there are a number of shops, like Siva said, it's saturated, right? But I don't know what sits with me. Okay, so like my high points, I would say, would be the favor of God, really. Because every week when I post things on my thrift page,
it gets finished.
Yeah, I never leave like that day with something on the page that is not sold. Like it happens, it always happens so fast. And so every week I celebrate my little success. Like it's always like that for me. So I would attribute it to the favor of God, really, because I don't have a formula, and then I would not count it as a high point, because it keeps happening and I keep celebrating that it happens.
Amazing. Okay, so what challenges have you met so far in your business? What do you think it has been the most challenging times in your businesses?
For me, I think basically because I do everything by myself. So like I go to town by myself, I come, it's always the back things. Like nobody sees what goes on behind. Like, how I have to like lay pieces of paper on walls, put my mannequin when it's falling, I'm holding it myself. I'm ironing, the iron is burning my skin. I keep it because I have to come out with nice pictures. And yeah, basically that. When my sisters are around, they help me, but I don't think I really have challenges with drafting like that. Also, yeah, I think maybe people talking to customers, handling customers, and then somebody packs a pile of things, and then tomorrow they change their minds, and you know, you have to go be doing the whole back and forth and all of that. But yeah, for this small thing I'm doing, I don't really think I have faced any major challenge yet, by God's grace.
So your challenges will be you working alone as an entrepreneur, and then the second one will be your customers.
Dealing with customers.
Dealing
Maybe
with customers.
customer service, something, but yeah.
And then delivery. Do you have any problems with deliveries?
No. I found a very affordable delivery service, so I don't have problems with that.
Oh, okay. Okay. Siba, for you, yours is a more bigger and broader. So what challenges have you been facing as an entrepreneur?
I guess all the challenges there. I think I've faced every entrepreneur is meant to face in their lifetime. But for me, it's staffing and employees and things like that.
Yeah, that's what's
because as entrepreneurs, we kind of forget that we own the business, and not everybody is as passionate about your business as you are.
Yeah,
it's just a living.
Yeah.
And also taking ownership of everything that goes on in your business. Because for me, as Christians, we tend to blame a lot of our hardships, whatnot, on something else.
Yeah.
So it's either the people in the village or the devil or whatnot. But sometimes when you truly sit down and think, we're like, you search deep, and it's because you have not done something right, and that's when help comes in. So for instance, about staffing, I mean, you can't control everybody that comes to work for you, how they feel and how they work. But for instance, with staffing, it's about creating systems that work. So somebody will come in the morning, and maybe thread is finished, but you're in Makola somewhere buying things or something. This person will now sit down and wait for you to come before the dress is sewn. No communication, nothing. But if you had a system in place such that you have somebody like monitoring them, somebody else is responsible for the thing. They know that if there's something missing, they can run to the shop and get it. So having like a system that monitors people that because my staff, everybody, like, people come to the factory, say, is that your people? They don't even sit for 1 minute. That thing where you go to organizations, especially seamstresses, you see the staff sitting on the floor because it's no, you will find something to do. You'll find something to do. You clean up, you do something. So it's setting, people expect that, she knows, like, you assume that, this is common sense, so it will be done. There's nothing like that. You have to tell people what to do. You have to create systems that will enable them do their work efficiently. So so staffing for me was my biggest challenge.
Okay, staffing. You too, I think your staffing is also a problem.
Not yet.
No, it will be being the only person doing it.
Yeah.
So when you get sick, what happens?
When I guess that's a problem, because I don't trust anybody else to do it the way
because the clothes you have they are unique.
Yes.
It's not.
I don't even want to say, but I tried like making someone else go and get the clothes for me, and
it didn't work.
They're still there since like I think last year or something. Like I didn't like any of them because I know what I'm looking for. So it's hard for me. Making somebody else go and source for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any challenges financially?
Oh yeah, so financially, dear. I mean, if you wait for finances, you'll be waiting a long time.
That's true.
And for me, like, because of my business, I believe in growing incrementally. Now it's a fashion that you're looking for funding. What do they call it? This tech people now. Crowdfunding. This. It's all good and well, but for business, you don't know what is going to turn out like. Business plans are great, however, you can predict that
then Corona comes.
Exactly. Or you can predict that I'll sell 100 loaves of bread, but you don't know, So for me, I'm a strong believer in growing things
as at when.
But maybe it's the nature of my business. That's why so in terms of finances, I think a lack of finances makes you more creative. Okay. It makes you come up with ingenious things that you wouldn't. So It's true. Our listeners out there, please,
post your comments. If you are an entrepreneur and you have been facing some challenges, okay, post your comments, and I'm reading some right now and I'm loving it. Keep your comments coming in. And of course, finances, we've always seen finances as entrepreneurs, we've always seen finances as a blockade. If I don't have this amount of money, I cannot start working. But this morning, we have learned that it is an opportunity for you to be creative, to still get what you want through other means and other ways. Thank you very much, Siba. It's very inspiring. Finances, Passy.
Yeah, like Siba was saying, for me, I just started really with the small I have. So I've not really faced anything. I'm just saying that the small, you know how Christians say that whatever you reap, like you sow. So I went to 430 CDs, and I was able to buy a car in I think 2 years or so, right? So just start it with whatever little you have, and yeah, you might reap even more than you put in.
Amazing stories. And then socially, are there any challenges you are facing socially as an entrepreneur, as a woman or as a young lady? Are there times when you are faced with issues socially, people look down on you, or you feel inadequate? Or then I know that you are also a mother, and so the challenges of keeping your son and who will take care of him, maybe you have a meeting, you have a dinner party, you have to go, an awards night, you have to feature, you know. So what do you do in such situations?
For me, I think God has blessed me in terms of, I am a lone parent, and that's another story for another day, but I am a lone parent, but not having, I think God had made up so much for not having that support of a man who's in my son's life. He's blessed me with a mom who's like amazing and selfless, and so for me, it's just, for me, it's just like a blessing, because I'm sure that if I even had a partner like that, then would be somewhere in our house, and then I can't even use my mom like that. But I'll be on my own. But yeah, she's been so supportive. So yeah, an incredible mom who's selfless and supportive.
Okay,
yeah.
And socially, are they discriminating against you as a woman?
No. Yeah, exactly. We serve women, so
it's not really a problem. So okay, and then emotional challenges.
Oh, yeah. A roller coaster there. It's like, you know, it's like a roller coaster of emotions.
Can you share a story with us?
Oh, it's different things. Like, and one major problem of entrepreneurship is it's a lonely road. For me, I found it like really lonely.
Yeah, it's lonely.
There are two things for me. One is people wouldn't understand what your problem is, and believe it or not, people are just waiting for you to fail.
To fail.
Honestly,
it's true.
Honestly,
it's very true.
Honestly, people you know, honestly. And then also, what makes it lonely is when you have high points. For instance, like you tell a friend like, oh, this I sold this and it went well. I want to put more money in this, or how should I do it? You know, this. Before you know it,
she's doing the same thing
because it's the same thing. Because this guy will mean try, and those people don't last. So for me, it's like it's bottling up of emotions. Like your staff didn't come, you've got an order, or like you've told a friend this and then she's doing the same thing. Yeah. Or like, you know, so it is for me a lonely, like really lonely. You have to find people who are doing, like, who you can trust.
And that's difficult.
Exactly, to like, you know, bounce off ideas. I don't know how Pat does it with.
For you, is it emotionally draining?
Yeah, it is. like Siva said, it's a very lonely road. Like I started, and then I bounce ideas off my sisters. Obviously, they are not going to do the same thing I'm doing. So at least I have people to do that with. But you know when you're about to post things on social media, right? Because I'll be there. So like when I'm about to do it, like I'm scared. Are the pictures okay? Are they nice enough? Will people accept it the way I feel like they're nice? Will they buy? Will, like, you know, those things. So when I'm about to post, like people think that I put things there and then in 30 seconds it's sold and stuff. So like I'm okay. Like I'm not okay at all. I pick up my phone and my heart is just beating like that till I'm done. And then when you're done, you'd have to now come and sit and then think about talking to customers. Sometimes you have to keep stuff for people because I'm traveling and I'll be back in 2 weeks. And when they come, they expect that, I mean, wherever it is you are, stop what you're doing, and then people talk to you, and then you sit down and eradicate. Why did I choose to do this? Like, but you started it, and then sometimes you have people to share with, but sometimes you want to hold up and be strong, like be the strong woman that they see you to be. So like it's a roller coaster of emotions, really. It's not easy, but do it.
Okay, so we'll take some comments and then I would ask you the next question. Thank you all for joining in this conversation. Sasina Ifia Kwejo says, I am enjoying the conversation. Amarita says, Pasibu! She just loves you. And then Ifia says, it is the favor of God. Then Brewmeister, that's Ray. Ray says, Pasibu, the driving. Oh. Why? Is there a personal story here?
Because anytime you call me, I'm driving.
Okay, then Ray says, wow, Siba, phenomenal architect turned slave maker. Props to you. Okay, then Kukwa Akum says, Auntie Akosia, Papa B. Then Kukwa says, I'm a customer of Patricia and her stuff are so beautiful that they get sold under seconds. I'm glad to hear the story behind Diafe. She's amazing. We all love her. We all love her. We all love Siba. Okay, Adai Ezekiel says, I'm very creative and I have started some businesses. Please, how do I locate investors?
Siba is back to crowdfunding again.
So Adai, please listen. Ezekiel, please listen.
So for me, like, you know, I'll be biased, yeah, but I do believe that there are some people there. God sends destiny helpers all the time. To people, but I believe in making things like, even if I believe that you should have proof that it works. So for instance, maybe you started with 100 CDs, for instance, and you've documented the fact that you turn 100 CDs into 10,000 CDs, for instance, but you want to go mega. That's a different thing. So my question to him is, has he done that kind of what he is working on? Has it produced?
Has he tried it himself?
Has he got evidence that it works?
Yeah.
Sometimes, you realize that the big money is not what you need, because if you have big money in the back and then you go crazy, and then it can't work as exponentially as you thought it would. So these are my questions. More money is always good.
Yeah.
However, does what he's doing creatively, does it work? Has he tested it, etc.? So I'm sure that if he has documentation, it's not like, oh, I'm taking money and putting it in my pocket. This is, we have evidence. You've got, you know, your bank manager. You've printed statements to that effect, that people can have evidence. I'm sure you wouldn't have a problem.
Going the, you know, the Isika for people way.
No, but yeah.
Whatever way, but okay, let's calm down to like
The
So I think that if he thinks that what he has is creative, he shouldn't look far away for investors. It's just the people around him. Like we do in my church here at the Hope Arena. Like you have something, you speak to the people around you. They use it. I mean, if it works, you can start a business by word of mouth.
Yeah.
So don't look too far away for investors. The people might just be around you, your friends, your pastors, just the people around you, people on your social media. You might even post it like in your story or something, and then somebody might ask you what it does or something. So don't look too far away for whichever investors it is you're looking for.
And I also know that investors, every proper investor will ask themselves, what is it in it for me? Okay, at the end of the day, if I'm giving you 100 cedis, if I'm giving you 200 cedis, if I'm giving you $1 million, how much am I going to get in return? Am I going to, are we going to go down, or we are going to go up, or we are going to earn, or we are going to lose? So I think he should also check. I mean, as Siba said, because at the end of the day, your business should work. And we as Christians, yes, you need a plan. You should have a story of success. Even though there are losses in business, at least you should have a story that, I did it and was successful. I got these people. So if the investor is giving you money, even God doesn't give his pearls to swine. It's one of my favorite quotes. So yes, so just keep in mind that to get an investor, you need to let the business work. And then we have Jiwe Jin, Akosia Rona. Diane says the comments on social media, Pasibu. Then Diane says, Siba, looking forward to make my first purchase. Great job. Then Diane also says, investors want something in return, an interest, or want to own shares eventually. Yes, that's true. And then Cynthia Atta says, good morning. I'm Rukia. God bless you all. Greetings to Madam Siba. Thank you very much, Cynthia. Okay, so we were talking about emotional challenges. How do we overcome our emotional challenges as entrepreneurs? Sometimes I remember I read sometime about Delay's post. I mean she faced one challenge after another, one after the other, and then she said she just got up one day, sat in her car and drove to an unknown location, and then just rented a hotel room. She entered, she closed the door, and she laid on her bed, and she was just there. Everything was playing in her mind. In such cases, when you are so drained emotionally, when sometimes it looks like the whole world is against you, what do you do when it comes to business?
I'll say the serious thing. I don't know whatever Delay did. I always drown my emotions in ice cream. Drown my emotions in ice cream, and then I pull back, and then I go and talk to my shrinks, my sisters. So that's how I deal with my ice cream and my sisters. And now my husband.
Shout out to Cookie number 1, Mr. Asafweje. We are greeting. Thank you for giving us your wife. Siva.
I don't know. Sometimes I pray. Sometimes I'm so angry I can't even pray. Sorry. I've just learned how to snap out of things, because the emotions there is plenty, and I'm learning not to take things personal. That is not. It's not about me. So, for instance, I'll give you an example, like friends, right? I was reading somewhere, I'm guilty of this too, but sometimes in business you need support from family, support from friends and things like that. And apparently one of the best ways for people to show support, because I can't come to you for money. You probably say I don't have it.
Yeah.
So why don't you pay full price for something? Why is it that Ghanaian mentality minimum intino?
It was so mami.
No, it shouldn't be like that. I'm guilty of this. But if you truly want to support somebody, why would you take that 10 cedis off? Maybe it's cheaper somewhere, but you want to support somebody. You can't give me more mubosia. But what you can do is you can pay full price for something.
Yeah.
Or it works with family, it works with friends, and things. It's different if my friend was coming to buy from me to sell. That's like different thing. But business to business, that's a different thing. But say if you're buying one thing and you want like a discount. Sorry, I'm also guilty of this, but when you think about it, and so things like that used to upset me. So I'd have family people and they're sewing somewhere else, and you're like, what is happening?
Yeah, what is happening?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's not about it. It's okay. They need variety in their wardrobe, so it's okay. Do you understand what I mean? So you just have to grow that shell that's challenge. And
you see, I think it's also about time that Ghanaians or people in general, learn the Israelites, the Israelis way of doing business. The Jewish way of doing business is the best. They will never
saying it's very easy, okay?
They will never buy it from an outsider, or let's say a British, or they will always buy from within. You know, they would always. So if I go to the same church, which I do go to the same church with you guys, if I want to buy clothes and I want to look good, you know, I come to you or I go to Reggie. You know, if I want to buy normal office wear that I want to look very good when I go to the office and people will go like, wow, I'll go to Passy. If I want to buy granola, I'll go to Queen. If I want to buy hibiscus tea, I'll go to Mommy. You know, and so all those thoughts comes in, and all those it plays along where we need to help each other. You know, and for but I mean, fine. I'm also in with the school of thought where if I know you, I'll discount it a little, but not plenty. And I mean, boka, you know.
But why? That's one thing I struggle with, because now it's like, for me, it's a whole level of, from when I started my business to now, the enlightenment I've gotten is amazing. Yeah. So. Yeah, you're saying you discount it because you. But why should you discount it? Because you know the person. The person should support your business. Yeah, because you know them too. It's like
No, for me, I do it because.
Go to the person.
For me, I do it because word of mouth. So if I give it to you, I'm go like Charlie, I'm discounting for you so that you tell your friend, put it on social media for me. You know, I'm doing this for you because I want this. So when you market it, or you have a link somewhere I want. Okay, so I you see, as a business person, you have to always have ulterior motives.
I also think that we shouldn't build our business on
family and friends.
So like mine, I didn't start it. I mean, I have a lot of followers on my personal page, but I didn't start and say that, hey guys, I started this, so go and follow it. The problem with that is this: like they'll come, like they'll do one-offs before you realize maybe they patronize like maybe a month, and then they go to wherever it is they want to go to, or they were doing it before.
That's true.
And so I built it on its own. I didn't even promote it on my page till 3 years later. And then people found out it was me, and I had to put it in my bio because Omachimiri, right? But everybody that came there came because they loved the things, not me. They're not coming because Patibu is my friend, so I'm following the page and I'm doing that. People only realized after they had already followed it and that. So don't build a business around your family friends, and your friends, because I don't know how to ask people for money they owe me. So maybe I think that's why I did that.
You have my disease.
So yeah, don't build around friends, because when they take it, they're going to give you stories, and then because of friendship, but it's a business you've built, and if they understand. So for every one of them commenting Esasina Jiri, they buy for me and they pay. What I do is that I add freebies, little things like earrings, necklaces, and things that they like. But don't build a business and force your friends to post and stuff like that, so they also feel like you're supposed to give them free things for advertising for you. If they want to do it as friends, that's fine, but nobody should go build business around family and friends. They're supposed to pay.
And there are stages in business. I mean, don't build it on family and friends, but also you start with family and friends.
Not for me, but yeah.
Okay, so now let's talk about our marketing. You know, Siba says that she was just doing word of mouth and connections and networking, and then later she realized that where our world is going to, as entrepreneurs, we need to broaden our horizon and then go into social media and start doing something. So this one I'll talk to Pasi, because she's the one who built her business on social media. How do you do it? And what are the challenges that have come your way, and how have you solved them?
For my small thing, my challenges are really small, but
no, start from how you did it. Yes.
How I did it, like I said, I really just started. I was sitting at work. I mean, I have a 9 to 5, so I was sitting at work. It was lunchtime and everybody had gone out, and I was sitting there. So I think I had a pen, and then I wrote in a book, I feel like wooden comb. I was trying to do a logo, and then all of a sudden, I searched online for like thrift store names. You know how those things work. And then so I asked my friend, he's really good at chi. I just asked him what Giafe means, what it symbolizes, and all of that. So he gave me a lot of chi, and I'm a failure. So that was it. So 5 minutes later, they had come back from lunch and everything. I had opened an Instagram page. Nobody at my workplace knew I had a shop till 2 years later. And so, I just started. My story is not really one of those ones like I keep saying. So I really just
But
started.
do you think that social media has really played an important role?
It has played the most important role, because I don't have a shop anywhere. That is where I started from. I didn't start any word of mouth, anything to anywhere. It all started on social media. And I didn't start, but like I said, I didn't start by pushing a page to maybe see, but posting in your story and say somebody. I didn't start any of that. I invested in taking good photos. That was it for me, because I watched a lot of YouTube videos, and they all kept saying that people make their purchasing decisions on the kind of pictures you put out.
Yeah.
So that's how I really started. I bought Pixel. So if we all know what Pixel takes pictures here. So I went to the studio and I told him that I want a white paper to put my things on, and at that time I think it was really expensive. I had to buy the whole roll, and then he gave me a big chunk of his paper, and then I took one, put it on the floor, and then I started. I didn't have any camera, nothing, so I used to go for third service, and I take my pictures on Sunday. So when I come back, I put the paper outside on the compound with stones on the corners and things. Watch YouTube videos, make sure I have the most correct pictures.
Okay.
And that's it. If you're starting an online thing, I mean, it's not a shop. And you have to means like coming to feel the fabric or anything like that. Just make sure the photo is on point. And don't say because it's only your phone, you're just going to take any by heart pictures. Your phone you have is not just for doing concern on Instagram and all of that. You can watch many YouTube, like the world is our school now. Like there's everything from making fufu to whatever. I can make Thai food, whatever it is, from my home at Sapema. So use the internet wisely and then just start.
Thank you very much. We'll take comments, we'll take a break, and then we'll come to you for your comments on the social media thing. And so let me go back. Okay, so Ray says he wants our social media handles. Our producer will put it on screen, and then you can go and follow us. Of course, mine is at Nana My Champon. I will say mine first. Okay, and Diane says the husband, Teso Nim Cookie. And Adobia Wilhelmina says Siba all the way. God richly bless you in everything you are doing.
Amen.
Oh, that's a sweet
She's a
message.
star.
Okay. Christabel says, like your show. Yes, Christabel. Yes, thank you. So please share, okay? Share. Very soon we'll put it on YouTube. I'll put it on my Facebook page, put it on my bio in Instagram. Please share and watch. Thank you very much. Then Diane says, possible. She says she built on social media by slaying. That is true. Me say possible trap picture waha. You would think say some professional be from somewhere, just a picture and head there is so I was even going to see her after here so that I can do some, yeah, it's very important. I can get some classic pictures on my social media pages. So we'll take a break, and then when we come back, we'll let Siba talk on her, social media as an entrepreneur, and then we'll be out of here. Please take and stay.
I'm in love. Then you get married. We shouldn't just rush into marriage because I'm in love. You're in love of what? If I want you enter into marriage, it is no more love. Love, it play like 20%. All the other things are.
A successful woman in ministry doesn't necessarily scare the husband, but then the ripple effects thereof. Sometimes success gets into their head. They come home and they feel big.
It's been an amazing topic. I am really enjoying every bit of it. I'm also an entrepreneur, and it's not easy being an entrepreneur. And all we can say is thank you very much, Pasi and Siba, for sharing your stories with us. But we are not done. Siba is going to tell us, Siba, challenges in marketing.
So one of the major regrets I have is not marketing sooner.
Okay.
Because marketing like cements, even if people don't buy now, maybe because they can't afford it or they know that they have you in mind because you've been playing with their mind, exposing them.
Yeah.
It's like Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola is always advertising.
Exactly.
Always.
Exactly. And when you buy Coca-Cola, it's not because of it, it's because you've seen it.
Yeah.
Like, so that's marketing, and I should have done that way before. But I'm catching up. I'm trying to do what I can at the moment. But it's marketing is consistency. Marketing is because sometimes like I now understand the power of marketing so much that even now, like producing things, I'm like, why don't I even get somebody to do it? Then I just sit and market the whole day because like I'm wearing many hats in my organization. I'm designing, I'm overseeing the workers, I am managing the
customers.
I'm managing the customers. I'm managing our wholesale accounts. I'm doing everything. Do you understand what I mean? So sometimes I'm realizing a lot of things that is the marketing. It's nothing. It's the marketing that is paramount. That for me is one of the biggest regrets and biggest challenges.
And Possible said something about not downplaying our marketing. And I can do anything. No, learn, study, go on social media, go on YouTube, go and watch videos, go and do just pimp up yourself. I have a friend recently, she's a PR, and I spoke to her like 12 midnight, okay, and I texted her, I said, but what are you doing? And she said, oh, she's learning how to use Instagram. And there are features on Instagram that you need to know exactly what each and every feature will do. You know, you can't just say, oh, okay, me the picture at all, so that is it. But you are supposed to know how to do it, the colors, the filters, what to do, you know, the right wordings, the hashtags to use. And all that should come in play as you are doing all that.
Yeah.
And what Instagram does, Facebook will not do. Okay, what Facebook will do, Twitter will not do. What Twitter will do, Snapchat will not do. So you need to know when to use each and every social media app the way, and then the role that WhatsApp plays. Now we have WhatsApp Business, you know. So as an entrepreneur, Siba wants to say something.
Sorry, I mean, and then also a big thing I'm finding out is that, like, with Instagram, for instance, now everybody's at home. They're not buying and everything. So everybody is advertising. That's what I've found.
Yeah.
And so now you have to take your research or whatever to a much higher level. Because I'm realizing there's a lady I follow on Instagram. She's like a social media marketing guru. And it's like they are specialists. Somebody is an advertising coach.
Yes.
Yeah, an ad coach. Because I remember Father's Day promotion, I did Facebook. Facebook it's like really, you know, just, oh, you need an advert coach, an ad coach who will this. And it's somebody's business to show you how to advertise on. So you can learn the Instagram and things like that. But especially like take it to a different level. Because everybody is wearing clothes, they'll spin around, go up and down. Sometimes
do some
the picture
boomerang
is clear,
somewhere.
Sometimes it's not
It's
clear.
not, yeah.
So you have to take it to a different level and find out what your unique selling proposition is. Because everybody is doing it. How do you stand out?
Let's Passy talk about branding. How do you brand yourself? Passy, you do so well. You do so well. From makeup to dress to shoes to how she's able to even capture her weddings. Okay, her the words that come on each photo. It's like she's really having fun when she's. So please, how do you do it?
Like Siva said, you find your unique selling point, right? So I like color. Everybody knows I like color. I'm a very colorful person. So I make sure that every picture I take, even if it's white, there's a little color somewhere. Or if the color is not in a photo itself, it's in my caption.
Okay.
Somewhere. There has to be something about color. And I am myself. So that is my unique selling point. So you have to find out what yours is and then you work on it. And other than that, you'll be all over the place. Else you go and look at Siba's page today. Siba has beads, so you two you've posted beads. Tomorrow Nanama has shoes, so you two you've posted shoe. Maybe that is not what you really like or what you want to show, but because you feel like you're in a competition with everybody, so you look at what everybody's doing and you're doing. And so I think that is what has worked for me as a brand, as Passy-Boo. I like color, and so I let it reflect in everything I do, and that is it really.
Okay, and then I've also realized something about entrepreneurs. They always venture into other businesses. They are always throwing their nets wide. Do you think it's advisable as an entrepreneur to stick to one business, or you think that you can venture into other businesses and then you see? So that can also be a challenge. So what do you think? What do you think?
I think that life is about taking risks, really. So you can't say that I'm supposed to be doing this, so I'm doing it till I die or something. Like Siba makes clothes, she has jewelry and other stuff too. I'm sure sometimes she'll try with shell, maybe it doesn't work, so she'll go with glass beads. But you have to try, you never know. Life is about taking risks. I've tried earrings a number of times. I've tried bags a number of times. I've tried shoes a number of times, and I'm still sticking to clothes because I know what happened when I tried those things. Not because they didn't work, but they didn't work how I wanted, how I was drawing unnecessary projections that Siba was saying. Like, and I've been posting this, so I know that this one, the one I post now, I will go. But the other stuff didn't do well.
So well.
Like like the thing. So I think life is about taking risks. You might try, and then it will work more than your main product. So yeah.
Siba, what do you have to say?
Yeah, so down to what Pasibu is saying is it's basically for us it's related. We revolve around related products, right? But I think what you were saying, like multiple streams of income. So maybe today you are you are selling, I don't know, okay, you're selling clothes, and then they say, oh, fish is moving, why don't I
do fish?
That kind of thing. For me, I think having that in one specific industry is a
always
better
easier
idea. They are relatable. They intersect. They I don't know. People, I don't know, but I've tried to stick to the fashion game for a long time till this COVID came, and then everybody's like, people eat all the time, COVID or not, so why don't I open a cold store, or why don't I do this, or why don't I do that? Yeah, but I think sticking within an industry is easier as multiple streams of income, but I'm not like
spreading your wings.
Yeah. And for me, even with this, I struggle a lot, and people, like, sometimes doing a lot of things affects the quality of your main hustle.
Yeah.
Because the attention is spread. And so
let's take your last words, and then after that you give us your Instagram handles. The people that are watching us, they are falling in love with us right now, and so
my final words will be like I've been saying from the beginning: just start and pray. Listen, like for me, I always say it's the favor of God, because so many people are posting things like Uko Kantamantu post there, it's all over the place, and a lot of people are doing it now. People have stealing my price tags on my photos. Some take my photos, go and put their price and things on it. People send to me, but I tell them that they can have it. I have God, right?
Yeah.
So you should have a business plan. You should just start with the little you have, but pray, and He will do wonders.
Yeah.
I mean, He's doing it with me, so. Yeah, I'm an evidence of God's favor. So just keep praying and things will work out. And yes, so my social media handle is @Pasibu. Please follow me this afternoon. I'll be posting something that has Siba in there about my wedding. And so, follow me. And then my business handle is Duafe Thrift Finds. Duafe Wooden Comb. Stop calling me Doofy. I'm not called Doofy. It's Duafe Thrift Finds. Okay? So I'll be waiting for you to follow me. And this afternoon at 1 p.m. I'm posting something on Pasibu. So I'll be waiting for you and your comments.
Okay.
Siba.
So I believe God blesses the works of your hands, and what you have to be is diligent about what you do, and just always strive to be better than you were the next day. You're not in competition with nobody. It's not like no. It's about you being better than you were the next day.
Yeah.
What new thing have you learned today that will make you a better person tomorrow? And so for me, it's constant, never ending, learning about yourself, learning about the business, and the end, if you learn something every day for 365 days, you can imagine at the end of the year the things you've learned and how you've gone further in your career. And it's also about giving back to your church, giving back to people in the community, and people that are less fortunate than you. It's about paying it forward with your energy, with your time, because I remember when I started this business, it was just me, and it had to work. And so it was 24 hours. People who know me. I wouldn't go anywhere. I won't go to church. I won't go nowhere. I work. But I feel like being a well-rounded person is important. You have to have the different. So you've got your family, you've got God, then the work, so you've got a well-rounded individual, and you're helping others as well. It just makes you a better person, in my opinion. And sometimes when things don't work for us, we get angry about the fact that it's not working, but it's because it's me. You're not thinking about anybody else. You're not thinking about, because honestly, depression is because a lot of the times is because you're just thinking about you. So today I'm throwing this question to you. How are you? You're an entrepreneur, you want money for your pocket, but how are you helping others? How are you serving God? How are you relating to your family? So having balance is important. Thank you. And my Instagram handle is Chic by Siba. People call it Chicks by Siba, but it's chic. Chic is a French word for sophisticated. Okay, so it's Chic by Siba. CHIC by Siba. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Pasi. Thank you very much, Siba. Thank you so much. We've learned a lot. I'm sure anybody going to start a business out there will surely look at this today and be able to start well, because I think we have exhausted most of the areas. Definitely there will be surprises that will come in as an entrepreneur, but with all that, know that challenges are meant to make you better. Challenges are meant to bring you to a point where you can say thank you to God, because you become a better person and you get to learn to be a better person. So thank you very much. Let me take my last comments. Ebjoy says, Auntie Ako. Hello, Ebjoy. Please share. But we're almost done, Po. So please, next time, don't be late. Why? Keep on watching us. Then Diane says, great job, Nanama. Thank you very much, Diane. Please go and like me on Instagram. Please do. Okay. So I want to tell Ray Brewmeister that I have missed you today on my set. Next week, maybe you will join me, right? So thank you very much for watching. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. From the Ec12one crew, Pastor Ishmael, Becky, and then Derek. Thank you so much for joining us this great afternoon. We hope you have made your day. We hope we have taught you how to be an entrepreneur and to be able to overcome the challenges that come our way. Of course, my dress is by Thick Petite. Reggie, she's there. She's on Instagram. She's on Facebook. Go and like her. And then there's a discount for every dress. There's a discount for every dress. So just use the name of the dress, which is in Kenny. Yes, in Kenny, that's the name of the dress, and then add Ec12one TV to it, and then she'll give you a discount when you call her. And then of course my makeup is by Reggie Glam and Glow. Reggie Glam and Glow. And then we want to thank the Makers House Chapel International, the Hope Arena, our sweet head pastor Reverend Boahima in team. Tomorrow she'll be on Star FM in the morning from 5 to 6, and she just wants to start our day right. So Mommy, I salute you. And then today is the birthday of my sweet brother Divine Boafo, Minister Divine Boafo. Please go on his Instagram page and share some love and tell him that you watched the Ec12one show and then you heard it, and so you are wishing him. So thank you very much for joining me, my audience. Thank you very much for joining me, Pasi and Siba. And Siba, please give David a kiss for me. And Pasi, give Cookie a kiss for me. So thank you very much for joining. It will be another Tuesday. Next week we would handle another topic. Go on the Instagram page. My full dress will be on it. Thank you, and God bless you, and have a fruitful week. Bye-bye. Bye. you.